Hello. Today we're going to go over a few options for your senior year classes. That's hard to believe, isn't it? Please choose 8 courses and 3 alternates carefully. Let's get started. Be sure, first and foremost, to know how to log into Naviance through Clever. We often have to use alternates, so they should be 3 different courses than the 8 selections you make first. Remember, you need 27 credits to graduate. What you choose now will build our master schedule for next year. You have a window of time that is listed on the registration documents to pick classes in Naviance, so make sure you know how to sign into your account through Clever. Be sure to watch the How to Register for Classes video, also located in your Canvas course. Please do not sign up for a first level course unless you are also signing up for a second level. For example, you can't take Drafting 1 as a senior unless you are trying to get Drafting 2 as well. How important is senior year to college admissions? It is extremely important, and here's what they said. When we look at your transcript, we are evaluating the rigor of your curriculum along with the grades. We always look at the high school transcript in conjunction with the high school profile so that we know what sorts of courses were offered at your high school, how you challenged yourself, and what you took advantage of. Plan now for what you want to take your senior year and ensure that you speak with your counselor about that. We can't do schedule changes after the school year starts because you will apply to college at the beginning of your senior year with those classes listed. So it's crucially important that you select the classes now that you plan to take your senior year. The required English classes in order to graduate, there are 4 of them. When you register, your choices will be English 3 if you haven't completed it yet, English 4, Honors English 4, and AP English Literature. Some English electives that you can take in addition to the required ones are creative writing, speech and debate, mythology, and yearbook. If you choose a class that needs a teacher approval and do not get into that class, we will use one of your alternates. So for example, here you can see that yearbook does require an application, so you must pick alternates you would be willing to take if for some reason you do not get in. Required math courses. There are 4 required math courses that you must complete in order to graduate. So every year you should take at least 1 math course. As I mentioned, 4 are required. Which one should you take next depends on how you are doing in your current math class and your after high school plans. And here are the options. So Math 3, if you have not completed it yet, Math 4 or Math 4 Honors, Pre-Calculus, Honors Calculus, AP Calculus AB. It's a first semester, second semester pairing. And AP Calculus AB, and then AP Calculus BC, which is also a first and second semester pairing. AP Statistics is also another math course that you can use as a 4th math. Choosing your 4th math. So if you have already taken 4 math classes, please strongly consider going further and taking more than what is required. If you're going to a 4-year college, they will want a math your senior year, and it must be higher than Math 3. So knowing what you want to do after high school will help you decide which 4th math you take. For example, Math 4 or Math 4 Honors could be good for non-STEM majors. It will prepare you for college algebra or statistics, AP Statistics as well. And then Pre-Calculus Honors, this is good for STEM majors, and it will prepare you for college level calculus. So please consider carefully, if you've already taken your 4th math, please still consider taking another math beyond that your senior year. As I mentioned earlier, colleges do like to see that. Science classes in electives, right? So there are 3 required science classes, but you may have already taken all that are required. However, you should consider taking another science class, such as chemistry or honors chemistry if you haven't completed that yet, honors anatomy, honors forensics, honors physics, AP biology year-long, AP chemistry year-long, AP environmental, and AP Physics 1 and 2. Please make sure you look carefully here at the prerequisites for each of those courses, as they are crucially important in order for you to be able to get into the class and the elective that you want for science. Required social studies classes, there are 4 that are required in order to graduate. When you register this year, your choices will be American History 2, Honors American History 2, or if you took AP US History, you need to select a 4th science class, and you can select from some social studies elective as well. For example, here's some extended social studies electives that you can take in addition to the required classes if you wish. So current events, Holocaust and genocide, AP European History, AP Psychology, AP US Government and Politics. So again, as I mentioned, if you did do the AP US History class, then you can do another one of these here, and that will count as your 4 social studies if you're not in the American 1 and 2 pathway. World languages, as a reminder, they are not a graduation requirement. However, you do need to take 2 of the same world language in order to go to a North Carolina 4-year college or university. Most colleges recommend 3 credits of the same world language, and some out-of-state schools will require it. Colleges like to see a world language in your senior year, so consider taking more than what is required for college admissions. Your options here are Spanish 1, 2, 3, and 4, as well as French 1, 2, 3, and 4. Health and PE courses and electives. The only required health and PE course, as you know, is health and PE that most of you would have done your freshman year. However, there are other electives that you can take, such as advanced PE, modern fitness, which is for females, strength and conditioning, which is a male athlete weight training class, men's weight training, women's weight training, sports medicine 1 and 2, as well as sports medicine 3. Important to take note here that sports medicine 3 is a teacher approval class. So there's one of those that you would have to fill out an application in order to get into. We also obviously have cultural arts class. Consider these classes. There are many classes that we offer, such as drawing, ceramics, to theater, band, and chorus. Be sure to talk to the teachers of any classes with an audition as well. So as you can see here, we offer visual arts, beginning art 1. Art 1 is obviously something that will allow you then to get into other art classes. If you haven't taken art 1 now, you may still want to look into that as well, because then it would open up other classes, maybe second semester if you took it first semester. We offer painting, ceramics, as we mentioned, theater, mixed chorus, and band. Other electives to choose from. There are several miscellaneous electives you can choose from, such as leadership, intro to broadcasting, office assistant, and JROTC. Important to note here that most of these classes here, such as leadership and intro to broadcasting, as well as office assistant, they do have applications that you must fill out in order to try to get into those classes. Important to note here that office assistant does not receive a credit. There is an online application, as I mentioned, required, and you cannot choose which placement that you get, whether it's office or the media center. JROTC is at JM Robinson, and you must provide one-way transportation. For our students who are in the Academy of Hospitality and Tourism, the class that you will select for your senior year will be Entrepreneurship 1. All right, career pathways. So when choosing electives, be sure to consider what careers you are interested in and possibly pursuing after high school. There are several pathways that can be completed at Hickory Ridge High School, although completion of a pathway is not a graduation requirement. So it's important here to consider taking a second level of a course you already liked in order to learn more about that subject area. Again, especially if it's something that you enjoyed, look at taking a second level of that course. All right, NCVPS. It is an online option for students to take classes that they are interested in that we do not offer here at Hickory Ridge High School. Important to note that you must have a 2.8 unweighted GPA to take these classes. It's really for students who have good self-discipline, strong reading and writing skills, and motivation to monitor your own progress. Important to consider NCVPS, again, like I mentioned, when we do not offer a class here at Hickory Ridge High School. So if we do offer it here, then that would not be an option, of course. So it's just a class to consider if it's something you want to look into for a class we don't offer. Going forward, if you're interested, please consider choosing NCVPS by selecting a placeholder NCVPS as one of your courses. And then you must tell us, your school counselor, if you want to take the class in the fall or the spring. We need you to fill out the user agreement, which is found in the Canvas course, as well as you will receive a copy during your registration material handout, and also email it to your counselor by February 18th, if not sooner, so that we can understand that you want to take that course and get you signed up for that for next school year. You have not officially chosen the NCVPS course until you return your user agreement and that is signed by a parent. If we do not receive the user agreement back, we will use one of your alternates, so make sure you choose wisely, as we mentioned earlier. We cannot guarantee which period you will have the course, so you may have to take it in the Learning Lab or the Media Center or mobile unit or the Yes Center as well. College and Career Promise through Rowan Cabarrus Community College. Some of you may have taken Career and College Promise classes this year. The program allows juniors and seniors to take classes for high school as well as college credit, as long as you make a C in the class. They are offered online or at RCCC campuses. They count in your high school GPA the same weight as an AP class would, so 1 quality point would be added for that class. You must have an unweighted GPA of 2.8 or higher, and they are college classes, so strong discipline, self-discipline, good time management skills are crucial to being successful in these classes. Please use CCP placeholder fall for 1 class. If you are going to take more than that, then you can use the spring placeholder as well. You'll have to fill out a user agreement to let us know you're interested, and an RCCC application and student form will also need to be completed for these classes. For more information about Advisement and how to sign up, please watch the videos that are accompanying this information. Reminder, you are not signed up until you have completed all the steps in the process. It can seem complicated, so get started soon if interested. Again, important date to remember that the user agreement, please send that to us or the CCP form by February 18th as well, okay? NCAA for athletes. If you are interested in playing a sport in college, make sure you are selecting courses that help your NCAA core GPA. Some classes here that we have at Hickory Ridge, classes that are calculated in the core GPA. For example, in English, they include speech and debate, creative writing and mythology, all math courses, all science courses, all social studies courses, core social studies courses, including current events, Holocaust and genocide, and AP government. World languages also count in that core GPA. Important reminder too, that remember, if you must pass 3 classes this semester before you play a sport in order to be eligible for that season's sport. For example, if you are intending to play a spring sport and you choose only 3 classes, then you must pass all 3 of those classes. If you only pass 2 of the 3, you will not be eligible to participate in a spring sport if you've taken only 3 in the fall. So if you take 4 in the fall, then you must pass 3 of 4 classes in order to play a spring sport. So just keep that in mind as you are selecting your classes as well, so that we are not in a situation that we have a conversation in the spring about what you did not have. Flexing. So some of you may want to flex a period, which is not the same thing as taking an online course from home. Flexing, again, is not taking a class that period. So you can select flex as an option when registering if you have enough credits planned to graduate and will have taken and passed all required classes. However, be very careful before choosing flex. Again, you cannot choose which period you will have a flex. You must have transportation off campus because you cannot stay here at school during a flex period. So if you choose a flex, you must either come in late to school, or you must be able to have a ride home every day from school when your flex period is indeed an option. You will find a flex form in the Canvas course that you and your parent must sign and return to us in order to flex. And again, just real quick, what do colleges say about flex? This is from UNC Wilmington's Office of Admission. We tell students that they should definitely take a full course load and challenge themselves. College admissions has become increasingly competitive, and students who challenge themselves academically are preparing themselves for collegiate work. So just keep that in mind as you go through and select flex, especially if you are on the 4-year college track. We want to make sure that you have every ability within your power to be successful there and to get into the college of your choosing. Online registration, again, go to Naviance to select your courses. It's going to be under class registration. If you need help finding where to pick your classes, be sure to watch the how to register for classes in Naviance video. If you do not pick your classes by, I believe it's February 13th, somewhere around there, then we will have to pick them for you. Remember to be sure to get your forms in by February 18th. Those are the flex forms, the CCP form, and the VPS form. We very much look forward to working with you during this registration season and helping you with anything that you may need. Have a great rest of your day.